Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing something a little bit different. A Nuke gameplay with the MW2, probably the worst sniper in the game. It'll be more of a casual commentary, just kind of talking about the game instead of a specific topic, so sit back, relax, and feel the nostalgia. So this is Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox Series S, which I downloaded. So this is the original game. It's not one of those mods, and I'm not going to be dropping nukes on bots. So I'm going to be using the MW2 today, which I would say right there with the M21 was by far the worst sniper. When you think of Modern Warfare 2, you think of the intervention, which is a legendary weapon for trick shotting, and then I'd say for try-hard sniping and getting clips, the Barrett 50 cal was definitely much better. So the MW2, it didn't have much damage. You definitely need stopping power, and you definitely need to get a hit to the upper chest. But it's still a pretty serviceable sniper, and I'm using scavenger so I can get claymores and just camp this building out. So the map derail was never really known as one of the classic maps. It's kind of big, kind of awkward, slower gameplay, and I find that for getting nukes, you kind of have to like dominate this center building here. So I kind of peek the snipers coming to A. I'll shoot this guy right here, and then as my secondary, I've got the pocket M16, the single Raffica, which is pretty good aim, and you can actually get a lot of one-shot kills with it. So it's a good secondary to have for this very terrible sniper. So get another kill there. Just keep building the kill streak, keep making sure my claymores are. You can see they're always trying to get me throughout this whole gameplay. Constantly throwing stuns in there, constantly trying to nade, but I'm a freaking beast, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. You gotta kind of be careful, camp a little bit with this weapon. It's not something you can run and gun with at all. So I kind of like when I started picking up MW2 again, I took a long break from it. And then when the Xbox, when I found out you could download it on the Xbox Series S, I was all in. I downloaded it, and I was still surprised, you know, all these years later to be finding these lobbies. So I think that's pretty cool. I know like sometimes there's hackers, and sometimes you get deranked, which if you ever get deranked, make sure that you turn off your Xbox or at least quit out of the game so then it doesn't save, and you'll return back to 10th prestige level 70. I know I was definitely disappointed when Activision did not release the multiplayer. They released the remastered campaign, and I see attempts by the community to remake the game like H2M, and Activision obviously has the right to shut it down, but I'd really like to see something like that happen. There's a lot of devs out there with so much passion to make these games, and I think that could really make a positive impact to the community. You can see they're just trying to get me with those Semtex grenades, so I've changed up my position a little bit. This is a pretty boring gameplay. But it's the MW2, okay? Give me a break. So, continuing to build up the streak here. Peek in there. There's playing with a couple of my buddies that still like the game. And we're kind of just waiting. When you're close to Harrier, the heart rate elevates, and you kind of got to just stick with it. So you'll notice this is a little bit of a slower gameplay, but kind of brings me to one of the topics of this video, is that, you know, MW2, it's not traditional. It's a little bit of a different gun. It's not common, but sometimes being different pays off. Like with this weapon, it forces you to not be aggressive. You got to play a safe game in order to get the nuke. I mean, good luck running around quick scoping with the MW2. That's a quick way to throw your Xbox against the wall. But you got to kind of take your time with this class and not rush into things. I found that in life I'm happiest when I'm doing my own thing. I'm not doing something traditional. I mean, this game's so old, but it still brings me a lot of happiness playing it. The things that have made me the happiest in life is really when you do things that are different. You know, you go off the beaten path, stuff that other people don't do. In college, for example, instead of studying hard and focusing on getting good grades for the second half, I focused on starting a business selling books. And yeah, it failed, but I learned so much. I grew a nice social media following on Instagram. I think I got to about 25,000 followers in its peak, and it was really cool to see all that happen, even though it was at the expense of grades. And you know, grades in some scenarios don't matter, but that's a whole nother topic of video. So you can see in the gameplay, I got my Harrier, and obviously when you get your Harrier, you want to escape to a safe part of the map. Not completely immune from Predator missiles, but this little corner will do. And I kind of just like to wait. I don't like to run and gun. Nukes are too hard to come by, especially with a bad gun like this. So kind of just wait it out, see if you're lucky, nobody has a stinger, and you can ideally get your chopper gunner right away. But yeah, kind of going back to my prior points. Yeah, this game, I mean, it might be weird to start a YouTube around a game that's 15 years old, but I'm going to keep doing it. And I hope anyone watching at this point still wants to see things like this. So we called in the chopper gunner, and it's very difficult to see on this map because it's so white, but as you can see, not many cold-bloodeds. I guess someone just shot down the Harrier, but there's no fear. Looks like we're going to be doing just fine on this map, which is a good sign. You kind of know right when you get into a chopper gunner if you're about to drop a nuke or not. I'd say this one was pretty conclusive. You kind of got to hurry up once you see those stinger blasts going. So, got to be getting close. There it is, the tactical nuke. Always a good adrenaline rush. Brings your heartbeat up, even to this day. Even for those similar feeling to when you got those first few nukes, which is very hard feeling to replicate. Still such a cool idea for a kill streak at the time. Just nukes nowadays are so much more challenging to get. I mean, in this world you can basically get a nuke off of a 7 kill streak, but going 25 kills is a tough feat. I just casual player like me, I can't really do that anymore. It's too good. The games have gotten too good, and I'm just not at that skill level anymore. I'm a pretty casual player, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of this one. We'll get that final nuke sound in here, and let's get off this terrible map. But hope you enjoyed this little more casual episode. Leave a like, and please subscribe if you like this type of video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.